Hello card floppers, welcome to One Pack Frenzy, where we normally open one pack of trading cards, but since tomorrow is the second anniversary, we're going to do a little favorites review, top 5 list type situations. There's going to be a couple of top 5s. Last year, the year in review is mostly Magic the Gathering focus, because that's mostly what I did. And originally, this was supposed to just be a Magic the Gathering channel. Just a Magic the Gathering pack break channel. But then Wizards of the Coast had to be Wizards of the Coast and piss everyone except for collectors off. So I ended up expanding the channel to cover other card games. So this year is going to be a little different with what our reviews are. Now, there's one stipulation for these lists. I'll get to in a moment. Only one card from each card game. As you'll see in a little bit. There's a reason why. But yeah, it's just to keep things simple and easy. And, well, a little bit of a challenge for me. But mostly, mostly just cards. The cards I like, cards I think are cool. Here we go. Starting off with cutest characters. And again, this is why I have to do one per game, or otherwise this thing's going to be completely Pokemon and Digimon. First off, we have a dishonorable mention to Milk and Cheese. Yeah, they are the complete opposite of cute, but, I mean, they're funny as hell, so I had to throw them on the list. Alright, these are in no particular order, kind of. I mean, there's still a bit of ish. So, anyway, number 5 of cutest characters is from Charnus from Primal. I mean, look at him. He's just hanging out, being cute. Doesn't hurt the fact that he's got a leadership of 4, and you can, like, mess up your foes with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, adds to cuteness. Alright, number 4 is Choppa. Now, I love Choppa. This is a Chopper Stan channel, so I love Chopper, he's awesome. But him as a ninja, it's adorable. I mean, you can't hate that. Alright, number 3 is Baker's Bane Duo from Magic the Gathering. This is obviously from One Piece. From Magic the Gathering's Bloomburrow, the adorable set. I just love this little raccoon and squirrel getting ready to steal a pie. And, of course, they create a food token when they show up, so that's pretty funny. Alright, number 2 is Bergamon. Doing what his namesake is, making a burger. I just think that's adorable. Just a little guy, getting his little SpongeBob on, making burgers, making people happy. Number 1, this may or may not be a shock to some people. It is Eevee, but specifically this picture of Eevee, which I think is, adorable, because he wants to go outside. He wants to go for walkies, which I think is cute as hell. Also, his whiny voice is pretty funny, but like I said, it's cute. He's like, walkies. So, I always thought that was kind of cute. Alright, next up is Coolest Hats, which, believe it or not, there are enough cards and characters to do Coolest Hats. You're probably wondering why I'm using this instead of just, like, the cards themselves. That's because some of the cards are different. Well, first, some of them are different size. Some of them don't have backs, or don't have regular gaming backs. So, I have to do this to disguise it. So, number 5, Coolest Hat. Oh, shit. That wasn't 5. That's number 1, Charlotte. She was supposed to be number 1, because it's like a big-ass freaking hat. Damn it. But yeah. I forgot to reset this one. So, which means, well, there's no real order. So, Mismagius, which it's technically cheating, I know, because that's supposed to be your head and not just a hat. But, I mean, it's a freaking cool hat. I loved it. When I was playing Pokemon Go, my avatar had a Mismagius hat. So, number 3, the Deadeye Duelist. It's simple, but it's like really pulls it off. It gives that Red Mage vibe from Final Fantasy. Hint, hint. I think. No, this is 4. It is Magic of Cycling Wind Paralysis. And somehow, since she's dealing with a bunch of wind, she can hold on to her hat like that. But that is... I do like that hat. Plus, it's a good little foil. But that is an awesome hat. Pretty freaking big. And number 5, which was supposed to be first. But speaking of mages, the Blue Mage from Final Fantasy. I love that little emperor-type hat that he has. The old Japanese magic users used to have those hats. So, I love those little hats. Alright. Third. Okay, make sure this is in order again. Alright, it is. Third is favorite battle maidens. We don't have waifus on this channel. We have battle maidens. What is a battle maiden? It is a woman who is optimal for battle. So, there you go. Honorable mention goes to Jubilee. Because I'm a fan of Jubilee. I always have been. And, I mean, she has had one hell of a character arc in the comics. I mean, she was a vampire, and then she didn't become a vampire, and then she became a mom. Not in the traditional way. She adopted a kid. But yeah, it's just through it all, she's just been jubilation. Alright, number 5 is new girl on the block, from Mithril, Sika. I mean, she's a blocker and she's got 5 defense. Plus pretty good attack too. So, I mean, that is nasty all around. I do like that card. Number 4 is Shalai the Beautiful. 15,000 power. Plus one of your opponents is KO'd. Your opponent chooses one and places them in her drop zone. She's just nasty all around. I mean, one of my favorites from Dragon Ball Z. Number 3 is Dillinger from One Piece. I mean, you can at the end of your turn, you get to ready one of your Dawn cards. 4,000 power, and she's just nasty all around. Oof. So, I do like that. Number 2 is a little different. It's from a game, but it's not from a card game. It is Kishiria from the Forgotten Realms card game, in a sense. I mean, she is rumored to have, like, decapitated 3 men in one hit with a claymore. Yeah, she's evil, but, I mean, come on. You can't do it. I love her. She's nasty. And number 1 is far and away my favorite. Now this one probably comes to no surprise if anyone's been paying attention for a while. But she's my first battle maiden. I have a couple of her cards, but we'll just go ahead and reveal Radha, Heart of Keld. Yeah. Now I have I got a time spiral of her old card, Heir of Keld, which is, like I said, you can see how she's improved over the years. But when I read Time Spiral, she was my absolute favorite. She was just boss all around. And like I said, she's my favorite bat. She's the first person that I see as a battle maiden, and she will always be my favorite battle maiden. All right, we got some random awards from cards I've looked at over the year. First up, best foil covering is from Argent Saga. I mean, yeah, it looks like a bit of a mess, but I like that it's... I just like it. I think it's very interesting aspect of it, because, you know, you got everyone that kind of, like, just does a little foil, but not a lot. But this one is, like, all over the goddamn place, and it is definitely impressive, as opposed to other foil jobs. The award for Dude, What Were You Thinking? Goes to MetaZoo. Speaking of foil jobs that are actually kind of cool. But yeah, MetaZoo, wow. I don't think anyone could have predicted MetaZoo basically just canceling itself at the beginning of the year and all those cards just bombing horribly. But, I mean, that's what you do when you make a card game that's you're trying to court investors instead of players, because the game was a little complicated. Made no goddamn sense. For the award of Everything Didn't Need to Be a Card Game goes to Austin Powers. I mean, I know Decipher had the, at the time, golden touch of turning movies into very popular card games, but Austin Powers, not one of them. That is not a Venn diagram that touches. So, yeah. Funny as it was, it's no. And finally, this is a twofer award. First, the award for Your Comic Company, What the Hell, and also, welcome back, by the way, goes to Overpower. Yes, Overpower is back. They got a Kickstarter coming up on October 15th. Hashtag not sponsored. But yeah, you can go check it out. But I mean, seriously, it's like Marvel and DC, your comic books, comic art, it's like you that's your bread and butter is art. How do you justify this? Seriously, how? This just, yeah. I think the back at least they put some effort into it. So that is my year in review. A lot of stuff. A lot of card games to review. I think, of course, next year is probably going to have different ones. There we go. That'll work. Next year we'll probably have different things to top 5 with. I was going to do a top 5 of the top, viewed videos of the channel, but it's like, that's alright, but that's not really me. I do this channel for fun. From the word go, I've always wanted to do this just for something to do, something to give me a reason to keep going, because, I mean, I have depression, so a lot of days I just am not motivated, but this channel and all of you motivate me to keep going, to make more content, and I'm just glad for it. So, thank you for 2 years so far. Still not up to 200 subscribers yet, but that's in time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, commenting, liking, doing whatever. I'm sure there's some shares going on somewhere. In any case, but yeah, it's just, I want to thank all the people who have helped me along the way, all the companies that have bought stuff from, Ian's Clock Crew. No. fucker? Where'd it go? Ian's record clock. There we go. Ian's record clock. I bought a lot of stuff for him over the summer. I'll probably buy some more stuff later because I'm sure he's kind of wondering what the hell happened. But yeah. So here's to another year and maybe a lot more. I will see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.